it's hard not to reflect about the history that surrounds us here at Oxford. Centuries of ideas, debates, and people who in their own way try to change the world. What's always struck me about this place is that leadership here has never been just about intellect. It's been about courage and conviction, about doing something with what we learn. At State Business School, we're reminded of this every day as we walk into class and we see our guiding message, impact from within. Because true change begins with reflection, with asking ourselves what kind of leaders we want to be and what kind of world we want to help shape. That idea reminds me of something that Mark Benioff, CEO of Salesforce, has once said, that the real measure of our success is the world that our children inherit. Benioff isn't just the head of one of the world's largest companies. He's also a genuine advocate for responsible leadership. And his words capture the spirit of tonight. And that being here is both a privilege and a sheer responsibility to use our influence to leave the world a little bit better than we found it. And what a privilege it is here to share this evening with such an extraordinary gathering of global business schools. We're joined tonight by large delegations from Cambridge and London Business School, as well as friends from HEC Paris, ESMT, and Chicago Booth. Other schools represented tonight also include Harvard, Stanford, IMD, IE, UCLA, UCL, ESCP, Zurich, NHH, Stockholm School of Economics, SOFO, and Princeton University. And of course, let's not forget our very own University of Oxford. I also want to take some time to acknowledge our class, EMBA J24. Can I please have J24 stand up for a second? So these are the incredible individuals that Hugo and I had the pleasure to represent as class reps. They are our co-hosts tonight. Please take a moment to meet them during this evening, hear their stories, and also congratulate them because we'll be finishing their EMBA next month. Thank you, J24. In our institutions, we represent a global community of leaders who deeply care about purpose and impact. Very few in the world will ever have a chance to study at our schools like ours, where we're challenged not only to think, but to lead with integrity and intent. What makes this community special is that we don't just recognize our privilege, we act on it. This gala and your support for Save the Children shows that empathy still drives leadership. Ahead of this event, Diego and I reflected on the legacy of this gala. How could we contribute the spirit of connection and impact? That's how we came up with the idea of the Global EMBA Network, GEN. GEN was born from this gala with a shared goal of collaboration and purpose. It's a space to share ideas, build partnerships, and lead initiatives that will make a real difference in the world. If you haven't already, please join our LinkedIn group, bring your voices, your projects, your ideas. We encourage you to share your reflections and photos from tonight's event on LinkedIn, and when you do, please include the URL for GEN so we can invite other EMBAs as well to join this growing community. So tonight, as you enjoy the music, the conversation, the companies of friends old and many new, I invite you to reflect on how each one of us can use our privilege, our education, our networks to open doors, lift others, and help build a world that's a little bit more just and humane. Because one day, history will look back on this moment and will ask whether we use our privilege wisely. And looking around this room, I have no doubt that we will choose to lead with vision, compassion, and humanity. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.